Hey, what's up, everybody? My guest this week was actually supposed to be the Black Panther. He was down to it. It was him and Chadwick Boseman, and somehow Chadwick got it. Faizon Love, a.k.a. Faizon Hate.
What? Why?
People confuse they think when you go on these interviews and podcasts that you're hating, but I just think you're brutally honest. You give your opinion.
Exactly. I'm based on my life, where I've been, and like, that's weird. Why is that? And it's like, it's like you can't have an opinion about anything. You have to go fall in line with the robots. Mm-hmm. You have to go, yes, that is true. And it's like now, because how old are you getting?
It doesn't matter.
How old are you?
I'm in my 40s.
Okay, see, I'm 52. I'm
younger than you.
You're 49?
No. No.
I'm
mid-40s.
Well, see, yeah. So I'm 52, so I've been through a lot, seen a lot. And to children, it's like, I guess it sounds like when their parents, we didn't used to do that. Remember when we used to walk 15 miles to school and all that?
I didn't really know my mom and dad, so thanks. Like this. Look, Faizon. No, I never really knew my dad.
You were in the military, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in San Diego. Isn't that where you grew up?
Yeah, you're trying to date my my cousin.
Shut up. Back in the day?
Angela?
Angela who?
Johnson?
Back in the day?
That's how I met you. She said, "Oh, this guy Gary." You remember that?
You gotta show me a picture.
Oh, Angela. She's half black, half Filipino.
Dude, I'm sure that's right up my alley.
Yeah, she was like, this guy Gary started doing comedy. You're doing, I guess you was doing
San Diego, yeah.
She said, no, he's really funny. I was like, slow down.
He's not going to make it.
I was like, slow down, Missy, okay? No, that's how
I dated your cousin?
And I think you tried to, or you did, because she did speak highly of you.
I was polite to girls. I wasn't an
this
asshole.
was back in early 90s. When you first were, because you were in the military.
Yeah.
She lived in National City.
That's where I was hanging out.
I'm not making this up.
Yo,
how would I make this up?
Everything is right there.
It was nothing bad. Like,
how's she doing now?
She's still married. She lives in Kansas City now.
Does she?
Yeah.
Does she marry a white guy or a black guy?
Black guy.
Oh, I didn't do my work then. I didn't do my job.
You got to put it in.
I didn't turn her. I couldn't turn her. You were like, when I first started doing stand-up in San Diego, you were like the guy, because there were sightings of you. Because you were in movies and everything, and they'd be like this.
Hilarious.
Yo, everybody I met, because flag football is big in San Diego.
Yes.
So Saturday mornings,
football period, yes. Yeah.
They'd be like, hey, Faizon might be coming through today. I was like, what? Like he was going to show up and be the celebrity flag football fan. Yeah, Faizon's in town. I think he'll come through today.
That's hilarious. No, I would go and watch Pop Warner and just, San Diego I didn't know San Diego was a great town to live until I left. Because I was borderline between San Diego and New York, going back and forth. And then in New York had all this shit going on. People break dancing and the fashion. I was like, oh shit. So we go to San Diego, it's all boring, it's all clean. It's all beaches and shit.
Fam Mart.
Yeah, Fam Bam.
Fam Bam. I was the one white guy walking on Fam Mart.
Fam Bam. Yeah, listen, Manny right there, that was a high school football player.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Morris High.
Where'd you go?
I went to Morris. I went to Patrick Henry. I went to Crawford. I went to Twain.
Jesus.
I got kicked out of all these schools. He was there when I got kicked out of the class. The teacher wanted me to do this report on roots, and I was like, that's stupid. That's not a real thing. That's like roots.
Slavery didn't happen.
Why not slavery? Like, there wasn't no guy named. I just couldn't believe the story. I was like,
You talking about Kunta Kinte?
Yeah, I was like, it's just so convenient. I was like, I couldn't wrap my head around a lot of stuff. And I was like, and we had to do the report on how it relates to us. And I was like, my family ain't from Africa. I don't. They, I just had, yeah. And we got me and the teacher got to an argument. I was like, that's like me telling you to do a book report on Star Wars. She was like,
go to the office. See, my problem is, I would have laughed as if I was a teacher. I go, this motherfucker is Star Wars.
oh no, was it Miss LeBeau? Who was it? Miss LeBeau? She was not having it. Miss LeBeau was not. She was a little short lady with red hair. But
what year was this?
This was in 85, 6.
Oh, so she's probably dead.
Not those teachers in San Diego. They live a long time. Miss Pearson, who was another teacher, she would let me do my stand-up at the end of the class.
Oh, that's like, didn't Martin Lawrence say?
He did say that, yeah. But Miss Pearson, would let me, she said, listen, if you're cool and don't disrupt the class, you could do your little 3 minutes of jokes. But she would be the one laughing the most, because we had this thing called basing. Every morning at the beginning of school, we meet by the flagpole, and I talk about everybody. And sometimes we get into fights, and sometimes we all get back. We be in the fifth period class, and be like, it continued on from the flagpole. So I'm bam, 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 and we would be in there laughing. But she said, "Listen, you funny, but these kids got to get an education, and you too. So I'm gonna let you, if you be quiet during the class, I'm gonna give you the last 3 minutes." And she kept her word. And that's why I built my stand-up from that. And
did you start at the comedy club? Did you go to Comedy Store in La Jolla?
Comedy Store in La Jolla.
Really?
Comedy Store in La Jolla.
You know, I got banned from there my first time on stage.
How?
Remember the guy with the
crutches?
Yeah, what was his name?
No.
He won America's Funniest Video.
What
the hell was that guy's
when
name?
I started, he was an amateur. I had been doing comedy about 2 or 3 years.
He won like America's Funniest Home Videos or something. He won like $100,000.
Yeah, because he actually had a joke about him driving with the crutches.
Yeah.
He had cerebral palsy and something else.
Yeah, he had a lot.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Because he eventually became the manager when Kelly left.
Yeah, well, he banned the shit out of me.
How did he ban you?
Well, it was my first time ever on stage, and I was either 19 or 20, but I wasn't old enough to drink. And, it's Sunday night, amateur, it's open mic night. So I was like the last or second last guy to go on. So there's like 10 people in the room, but there's 20 comics in the back. And the comics started heckling me. Yep. And they weren't heckling, they was, I was like,
snickering.
Yeah, but I'd tell a setup, they'd be like, ha! Ah! I was like this.
Mr. O?
Yo!
Was it Mr. O?
You know Mr. O's?
No, it was a guy, a comedian named Mr. O.
No. There's Mr. O's, the nightclub, too.
Yeah, see?
That's where I met Angela.
In Bogies. Remember Bogies?
But I said, this is what got me kicked out. I said, hey, all you comics in the back, keep heckling. I go, I'm not even 21. I've been drinking in this club all night. Why don't I call the cops and shut this motherfucker down?
Oh, yeah, that'll get it.
Yeah. Yo, it was like out of a movie. The lights went off. The mic went off. Somebody literally picked me up by the back of the shirt and rolled me out the front. I did a front roll in front of the Comedy Store in La Jolla, and here comes, I think his name was Fred or something. Fred with his crutches. He was like this. Yeah. Don't come back! What just happened?
Fred, yeah. I started there when I was 14.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, and what happened was, after like 3 weeks of coming back and forth to the potluck, Pauly Shore comes down. He drives this Corvette down, parks it on the sidewalk right there in the front. I'm like, who is this motherfucker? He gets out and he's dressed in his hip-hop gear. And then he goes up, and back then Pauly wanted to be a rapper / comedian, whatever. And then I go up, and I'm dressed kind of similar.
Yeah, but you guys look so much alike.
Listen, it became a bond. It was like, yo, we're the same age. And he was like, hey, you know, and I used to have to wait outside the door, and then they would call you, go straight to the stage, and then come back. But when Polly got there, he was like, dude, you can kick back. You're good. so I start easing in the club and just hanging there and I never messed with the bar. That was I never went by the bar or anything. But yeah, that was the beginning of me just hanging out in the club. Well, I remember the first time getting to sit and watch the other comedians. That would help me, sitting there and watching Damon Wayans. Mm-hmm. Damon was coming. Damon had hair then.
Yeah,
it was like a U-turn right here.
You knew it was leaving. It was leaving soon. Some people's got that hairline. They're like, it's gonna go. Yeah, I got some people in my family.
Hey, that's what he was. Watch him do. So many Sam Kinison.
See, he's one of my favorites. When people always say who's one of your favorites, I always say Sam Kinison.
I got to work the door at the Comedy Store. When Sam Kinison, he was supposed to do a movie, and he said fuck the movie and came down to La Jolla and was like, I'm just gonna do shows on there. So he did shows, and every night it was pack. And people would, give you $100 if you could get them up to the front. So that's what we made little tips like, and if you got other things, I was like, yo. But yeah, Sam, I got to watch like the best comics, do their thing, sitting there and okay. This out then. That's why I met Mark Brazil, good friend of mine now. Mm-hmm. He created that 70s show, and Third Rock from the Sun. He was like, "This is how you break down your comedy act. You open, middle, close." And that helped me a lot. And we're still friends today. So it was like that club became a school.
The Comedy Store in La Jolla.
Yo, yeah.
Because when you was already on the scene when I was I got banned, but then I got to come back like 8 months later.
Because down the street was the Improv.
Oh, I don't think the Improv was open back then.
Yeah, well, maybe
late 90s.
I think it just closed because that's where I met Dave Becky. Dave Becky used to be the manager at the Improv.
Are you serious?
That's
in
how
San Diego?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he was a sous chef at Benihana, but
no.
Anyways.
He was the manager there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dave Becky was the manager at the Improv in Pacific Beach.
It was closed by the time I started doing stand-up. Because I would have been going there.
Yeah, because that was well, here's the thing. If you went to one, they wouldn't let you. They kind of be like, "Were you at the Improv?" I'm like, "Yeah." What the fuck?
Well, they would have called me once I got banned from the Comedy Store. They would have been like, "Yo, I heard you had a night. We'll come over here."
Hey, no, they had some great shows there. I did a show one night with me, Seinfeld, and God damn it, I always forget his name. I used to have the flyer.
Hold on, Faizon. God damn, forget his name. Richard Pryor.
No,
fuck.
No, the movie with black sheep.
David Spade?
David Spade. Mm-hmm. So there's a flyer with David Spade, Seinfeld, and me on it.
How old were you?
I was probably 17.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah,
so all these stories you're telling me, you was a teenager.
Yeah.
Was you a big teenager? Did you look 14?
No. Everybody knew how old I was. I never hid my age. Mm-hmm. Hid my age. I was a black kid. Yeah.
There was no black people at the Comedy Store when I was there.
That was part of my joke. In La Jolla, I was like, listen, I got to hurry up. It's a curfew out in this motherfucker.
Especially in La Jolla.
La Jolla, you going out there with we had a Galaxy 500, and at one point I had bought a primered up 65. I was going to make it a lowrider.
I heard you got mad when you thought Russell Peters sold me his car.
I was hot. I was like, no, you motherfucking didn't. No, you fucking. I was like, no! What the fuck? I was just there. Because he has an airbag 64. Mm-hmm. And when you low ride, you got to juice. Juice is hydraulics. Mm-hmm. But now, when you get older, you don't want to fuck with all them. I know you guys are like, what the fuck is he talking about? You don't want to fuck with all these because what happens is a lot of shit breaks on the high drives. Solenoids go out, the lifters, but airbags, they always work. Like Russell has never had to, hey, come fix my damn. Like you be riding in the car anyway, slow rider shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy that. When you ever get tired of that car, Russell, because Russell flips some cars like it ain't shit. I was like, don't you ever flip that car without calling me first. Mm-hmm. Gary, I was like, oh no, he motherfucking didn't. He doesn't even know how to ride a low rider. He's gonna look like a Malibu's Most Wanted in this motherfucker.
Russell called me and goes, yo, Faizon's so pissed. He really thinks you bought that car.
I was like, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, I was talking so much shit.
So did you talk more shit about me buying the lowrider or when the guy on the little bike hemmed me up at the mall and you was like, Gary, you never acted so white in your life.
That's the first time I ever seen you white. I came out and the guy oh my God, he was looking at me strangely. I was like, Gary. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Dude, you're in the Bay Area.
Yo, not in Bay Area. I was in Antioch. I was in the hood. Yo, dude, I got an Herbalife bottle. I'm just walking to my car.
I was like, whoa.
Good workout, good stretch.
I was like, I wish he could hear himself say. I was
shook. I was
because you was in the backyard like this. So this black kid on a tricycle, and I was like, Gary, I've never ever heard you. you were calming down and shit. People were handing you ice and lemon and tea. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, you lived in Cincinnati.
Yo, this shook me because it's weird when you see it happening. Like he's on his bike. I could see it on my periphery. Like, wait a minute, something wrong with him.
They're wolves
because he had the scully on.
No,
and it was just below his lips and above his eye. I go, why has he got the scully on?
It's COVID's.
He's outside. It was like 105.
It's COVID's.
You're outside. Nobody's around.
Everybody's got the COVID's thing, Gary.
Nobody is in this parking lot with me and him. There's no reason to have your fucking mask on.
No, you know what it is. You became a homeowner.
That escrow came out of me. You might be right.
You're like, yo, what the hell is this?
But when you see a guy, okay, maybe you don't see it. So
I see it all the time.
This is me.
Right.
This is me walking to my car.
Just imagine this guy, right?
This guy's coming this way and does one of these, stops, and does a turn. I went, oh no, the fuck, this ain't happening. There's no way.
Just think about this guy. You know what? I'm gonna fuck somebody up. Where's my tricycle? First motherfucker I see. Listen, we live in a country of wolves now. Mm-hmm. Fortunately, I was raised by wolves.
For real. I almost was in that den if Angela and me would have went any farther.
You'd have been like, fuck you all.
Yeah. If I would end up with Angela Johnson, yeah, what the fuck now?
But you would have kicked this tricycle like, fuck you all.
And put it in my trunk. Walk home, bitch.
I just was selling cookies, man. It was like, I want you to buy some cookies for my football team. It's like, yo, these kids, they not playing. I mean, I get it. But that was the first. I was like, "This motherfucker shook."
Yo,
for no reason.
No, there was a reason.
A tricycle, you said?
No, it was a small bicycle.
That's a tricycle.
It's 2 wheels. Tricycle has 3 wheels. 3.
A BMX.
He was too big for it. That's all I know. He was too big for the bike. You know?
No, that was the first time because I was like, "Whoa, Gary."
Yeah.
Now, just think about you being that lowrider.
I don't know. I would have got jacked. He would have took it.
See, when you get that low rider, there's a certain walk you got to walk to the motherfucker. You can't just be like, "Hey, guy," you can't be having your.
That's why I don't have one. That's why I didn't buy it.
That's why I was like, "What the fuck?"
No, you want Russ's lowrider. I would like Russ's Audi, the sedan, 4 doors, with air conditioned seats, and XM.
You can get that. You can't get a Mint 64 with speed back airbag. It's a machine there.
Yeah.
It's a nice Sunday Cruiser.
Did you go to Russ's 50th birthday party?
Yeah, I was there.
That sucks. I miss it. He said his only gripe about the birthday party,
What?
he really wanted people to go in on him, and everybody's being so polite when they gave him the thank yous. He was like, dude, I want everybody just to go in. Everybody's being so nice.
I was emceeing the party, and people were. Yeah, it was. He went on everybody though. That was funny.
Russ did?
It was funny because there was a cake right next to me. He goes, somehow this is going to help Faizon's diabetes. I was like, bitch, I'm just emceeing. fucking with me for it? But no, it was nice. We had a lot of fun. That was like the first time I was out.
You been doing stand-up at all since COVID?
I just did it for the second time in Dallas, which always was great.
Arlington?
Yes, and then October we all went to Atlanta.
You did Atlanta Comedy Theater, Gary Abdul? Yeah, they don't give a fuck about COVID.
They don't give a fuck.
Atlanta's got the cure.
They don't give a fuck.
Houston and Atlanta, the two cities, I was like this.
Whatever.
They got the cure.
We stopped in Houston. They was I was like, what the? They were like, nigga, COVID.
Yeah. They didn't give. Those two cities was like, wow. Atlanta was the first one back in, I think I did it in July, where I was like, the clubs are open? We drove by
I don't
one
think
club.
they closed. It was strip clubs. Every club's open.
I was in awe.
Because California is, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I mean, I had the COVIDs.
I did too. When'd you have it?
I got it March 6th.
Oh, you got it early.
Yeah, I got it March 6th.
Wow.
I was in upstate New York doing the club there.
The West Nyack?
No.
Buffalo?
No, Rochester.
I've never done that one.
What?
Yes or no?
They haven't caught you? No. I forgot the name of it. But that was during the height of it. That was during the COVID is here. And they stopped down the greatest white parade ever, St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day parade.
I was like, oh, this is serious. They stopped the Great White Day.
You caught the Great White Day.
I was like, you stopping white people shit? Oh, this is some serious shit. They told us that the place sold out. They told us they had to break the crowd up.
Oh, that was the first time they socially distanced.
Oh yeah,
crowd.
Yeah. It was like the place was 250. They said they had to cut it down to 1 something.
That's not terrible though. Well, unless it's 125, that's 50%.
Yeah, it was like
Damn.
It was one.
So they cut the room in half, kind of like they cut you out of the poster at couples retreat. Whoa, sorry about that.
And that's what not even a half. It was like, let's just slide these 2 dots off.
The dots off.
What is this? You know what? When they first saw that, it's like the executive was like, I think we may have read out of Black Ink or something.
That's not funny, but it's kind of funny.
It's like, what? I think he was trying to be funny, but I was like, the fuck? I'm like, why would you do that? No, it's fucked up. It's like, it's fucked up.
Was it just a European poster?
Everything overseas.
They just took you and your wife out.
Callie. She didn't play my wife. She played my girlfriend.
Girlfriend in the movie. Sorry about that.
Yeah, took us off. But what they do, it's a practice. It's like almost like a standard practice. Like you were probably on the cover for.
This is a sore subject for me, by the way.
Why?
I wasn't on the poster for Think Like a Man.
But see, overseas you probably were.
I would have been the only one on it then. Right. It's just me and Jerry Ferrera.
Right. Now,
it's a whole different movie.
Right. Think Like a Man. I was like, you probably were on it overseas.
Oh, that's funny.
So you were on the cover you weren't on the cover for Think Like a Man.
I wasn't on the poster for Think Like a Man, and then
were you on it at first and they took you
No,
off?
I was never on it.
That's the difference.
Yeah, that's a huge difference.
That's the difference.
But for Think Like a Man 2, I was on the poster, but then when the DVD came out, they took me off the DVD. I would have called racial shit, but Jerry Ferrera was on it, so he fucked my whole plan up.
You see that? They were like, Jerry, we got to choose
Jerry,
one of these white guys.
One white guy.
Sorry, Gary. You should have dated Angela. No.
I just caught that.
No, yeah, but if the difference is, say if you were on the cover and then they said we're gonna promote this in
Germany,
and or just flip it. We're gonna promote this in Alabama and all the black states or whatever states were heavily black, whatever. We don't think you're gonna mess up that.
ticket sales, basically.
So we're gonna take you off that, but we'll put you back on in the white cities. What would you think?
What's my back end though? What's my bonus? Faizon, I'll be like this. All right, if you guys know what you're doing, as long as my bonus is kicking every 10 million the movie makes. So as long as I hit all the bonuses, I'm good.
No.
No.
You know we
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
that would hurt a little bit actually.
especially if it's coming from you work with I forgot his name a lot. I've been knowing him since he always fucks with me because he wanted me to do this movie Trois. And I was like,
Will Packer.
yeah, I've been knowing Will Packer for a long time.
You was gonna do a Trois?
He wanted me to do something with Trois 3. I'm like, bro.
It's like a sexual movie.
I'm like,
Not that you're not a sexy motherfucker.
It was some movie. He was like, man, he came out here, and I was telling him like, bro, you want me to do a movie with Kenya called Trois? I'm like, it was some movie, and ever since I said no, so now he's like, ha ha ha, you're too big to work with me, Faye. I was shut the fuck up, Will. Fuck out of here.
But I got to work for though.
I like him, but it's trust me. When this business works, I mean it's fun. You love doing movies, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I remember when you was in Held Up. Who put you in Held Up?
Jamie.
See?
Jamie saw me on stage at the Comedy Store, and then summoned me to his house. Johnny Mac picked me up.
You will come.
Right. It's just Johnny motherfucking Mac picked me up.
Mac.
And then I hung out with him for a little while, and I found out later he was trying to feel me out. Like, is he cool? Is this an act? And then when he realized I was cool, he was like, I got this audition, man. It's kind of like mine to lose. I had to really fuck up the audition not to get it. So I went in front of the director, and he got me the part. And I was in, Saskatchewan for that summer filming.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Damn, you're the only person I ever brought up Held Up.
I study film. I love, that's the film. We come from the film culture.
But let me ask you, I had Marlon on last week. I don't know if you ran into him. But when I did Little Man, when I signed on to be the cop, one of the cops, for some reason, I thought somebody said they were thinking about you for the other cop. Do you remember that? Did you ever get an offer for Little Man?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, he's probably in negotiations with Trois. So they probably didn't get you. You're just too busy saying no to Will Packer.
Listen, I love the Wayans. They're the most underrated. They're the royal family of comedy. I would have definitely did that. I was supposed to do a movie, the youngest Damon's son.
Damon Jr.?
Yeah, and I think he was directing it, the dance movie.
Was it the spoof of the dance movie? Yeah.
Where I had a suit on, and I was like, bro, this is. And I went to set or something like that, and they were like, just sit over there. And I was like, no. I don't think you get it, son. We'll be right with you. Sitting here, I was like, oh, no. Yeah, so no, I don't remember that. I would have,
I was just saying, I think somebody had mentioned it. I don't know if there was an actual offer, but I was like, who's playing the other cop? And so I think somebody just said the thing about Faizon. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool.
The thing about Faizon, but
yeah, but he says no a lot to.
I was on some because I did all these films, and the studio brings you in. Like I remember New Line. I did Elf. and the new line was like, "What do you want to do?" I was like, "I want to do the Green Hornet." Nah, that never worked. I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm a big Bruce Lee fan. I had to talk Chris Tucker into doing Rush Hour.
You talked him into doing Rush Hour?
Yeah, he didn't want to do it. He's like, "I don't know, goddamn Jackie Chan." Trust me, Jackie Chan is like one of Bruce Lee's,
But wait a minute. It was Money Talks was the jail scene with you and him, right?
Yeah, that's when he met Brett. Well, he met Brett Ratner when we were doing a video.
What video?
Heavy D video.
Got Nothing But Love for you?
Yes.
God, I'm such a black historian.
So
I bet you that guy that tried to jump me wouldn't have got that right.
No.
Antioch, California.
He's scared. I pay property taxes over here.
Yeah. I'm in a gated community. I don't deserve this.
I almost got Russell Peters 64.
Do you know what homeowner association dues are? You're not my world, homie.
That's what's so funny, because you was in your backyard. It looks beautiful. You're like, listen, I've got a story to tell.
I have a story to tell. If I'd have just had a cup of coffee right here.
I was like, damn, Barry Gary's got a nice backyard. Listen, honey, can I get a cup of Joe, please? This black guy comes out of nowhere in a tricycle, and he's looking at me weird. I was like, Gary, you lived in Cincinnati. Cincinnati is one of the toughest cities in the world. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. There's a place in Cincinnati, I think it's
Over the Rhine.
What's that, the Market Street?
Well, it's Vine, Market. It's all the same.
But there's a
blocks.
street there. They sell coffins out of this right off. It's a big window. Like, we don't know what a coffin is. There's a coffin. I was like, yo, they sell coffins like they're shirts.
Well, USA Today did a probably like 4 or 5 years ago. They did a thing on not the most dangerous cities. It was the most dangerous blocks, and it was like Chicago and Detroit had like 5 different ones. But the number one, there's one block in Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. They said if you live there for a year, there's a 30% chance a crime's going to be committed against you. I was like this. And I know right where that block is.
I know, but you were scared of this guy on a tricycle.
Yeah, but Cincinnati knows me. They'd be like this. Hey, what's up, Gary? Are you good? You used to date my cousin Angela. Dude, how many Angelas did I date?
No, I love Cincinnati, and you cross the bridge, you're in Kentucky. And
Cross the other bridge, you're in Indiana. It's right there, tri-state. But you lived in Columbus for a while, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why'd you choose there? I mean,
it's just out the way. Hollywood was corny. The couples retreat thing really fucked my head up, because I was like, man, who am
10 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't do anything, and my ex-wife saw me kind of as weak, because I didn't stand up for Callie or myself. And she was like, that's just, I mean, you have these fights with these guys. That's not strength. And I was like, I get it now. Like, that's not, just because you beat some dude up, that's not strength. That's not even using your brain. I get it. When we got divorced, I got it afterwards. What she was saying. Like, I remember one time we're going to a party, and some dude was like, this dude was being rude to her, and I just, had to give him the old clickety clack.
Clickety clack.
Yeah.
Well, you just downplayed that motherfucking fight. Dude was being rude to her, and I gave him the old clickety clack. I'd have been like this. Yo, so this dude sits into my wife, right? I was shook. Good thing my friend was there that gave him the clickety clack, and we got in the car and went home.
No, I gave him the clickety clack, and then and I had to learn that's not a sign of strength. It's actually a sign of weakness, especially at a certain age.
Dude, you've really been watching Bruce Lee.
No, I've been watching Nate Robinson.
Oh, wow. That was so bad. Oh, so, that's why I don't get in fights, by the way.
Hey, listen, no one ever wins in a fight. No one ever wins in a fight. That's the art of war, is not to have war.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how we were raised. Like, what? He said, what? Clickety clack.
Yeah, clickety clack.
But that's what my ex was saying. Like, you didn't, Callie didn't deserve that. And I was like, yeah, but they said they was, and, they were going to apologize, and they never apologized. And it was like, every time the movie would come on, I'd be like, them motherfuckers, them motherfuckers.
Oh, it really was fucking with your head like that?
Yeah, and John was my best friend who lives, very close to here. He kind of broke. He was very disappointed, not in me, but in how it all went down.
Mm-hmm.
Like he didn't do a lot of press or anything for it because he's like, why are you? Because they tried to play like it was a accident.
Mm-hmm.
So I just left the town like, you know what, fuck it. I'm retiring. And then that's when I started doing stand-up heavily. I was like, wow, I'm right here. I can just go boom, boom, boom.
Found the Funny Bone and
I was like right there in the plot. I was like, whoa, I can just go boom, 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 boom. And then that's when I started doing it a lot. I was using Columbus as a base. It was so easy to get to anywhere I wanted on a plane. It was an hour ride.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was there. Columbus, it's cool to just walk around High Street, You can eat meat around big people. You can walk down.
You can order that. No, I want that 48-ounce steak with confidence. Yeah. More garlic butter?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You don't want no garlic? Yeah.
How long did you live in Columbus?
3 years.
Because it was like San Diego, same shit. People like, yo, we saw Faizon last night. Yo, for real? Every time I came to Columbus, to be like, yo, Faizon lives here. Yeah, we saw him last night. Where was he at? BW3s. Yeah, he likes lemon pepper. That's the first thing. I think the club I went there and they told me, yeah, Faizon lives here now.
I would do a show there once a year. It was huge, and that's when I had a fight in the airport.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't really a fight. That was just you throwing a guy around.
Yeah, that was not. It wasn't clickety clack. That was like, why are you fucking with me?
What was he doing?
Fucking with me. I was like, what?
Was like trying to bag on you? Like I'm funnier than you?
I went to go pick up my car, and it had been there for months because I would leave it there because Uber and stuff, and there's no car service. Get a car service in Columbus. I like a car to pick me up and drop me off at our residence. It's what? But it was quicker to just park there. It's like valet is like $6 a day.
In Columbus.
Yeah, something like that. So I'd been there like 3 months. I had been, I think I went to South Africa. I just was everywhere. I came back, and the bill was maybe $600, $800, something like that. And the guy goes, "You think you can afford this, man? This is really." I was like, "Bro, it's 6:30 in the morning. Like, can you just get my car?" He's like, "Man, this is an old raggedy truck." I was like, "What? It's my Tahoe. What are you?" He just kept talking shit. I was like, "Yo, where's your supervisor?" "I am the supervisor." "So where's your manager?" "I'm the manager." I said, "No, because you're too fucking stupid to be manager. Now go get me my fucking car." "What you gonna do? That bullshit." And I was like,
well, you showed him what you was gonna do. I'll tell you that.
That was out of weakness, Gary. The strength of the mind would say, "Thank you, sir." No, it was the police were sitting there watching me.
Well, I don't think you ever really hit him, did you? You just kind of.
I knew if I would have hit that guy, it would have been.
Swung him around a little bit.
Like, these kids talk so much shit.
I'm not saying it because you're black, but it did remind me when Harambe grabbed that kid and just dragged him around the thing.
I was like, "Yo, what's up with the golden gorilla?" No. I wouldn't mind taking this, by the way.
Do you want it?
I do want this. Game.
All right, you got it.
I can have it.
Yep.
Now,
He's going to take the golden gorilla.
That's dope. That's going to my desk.
That is an ode to Harambe because Cincinnati guy.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's why you have it?
Yeah, but no, take it. Why are you petting it? Why are you petting my gorilla?
It's my gorilla.
It is. You're right.
You pet your plane, or you pet your octopus over there.
Yeah. As soon as we got in, before we got in there, you're like, "Yo, what's up with the gorilla? Can I get that?" I was like,
"Yeah, it's dope. It's a gold gorilla."
The gold. That sounds like a movie.
They exist.
Have you seen the golden gorilla?
The golden gorilla. Yeah. The Faizon's silverback. I do a joke about me being a silverback back then, but it's solid.
Look at his arms; they're the same size of his legs.
That's the strength.
Crazy.
And he's just chilling. He about to get some pussy. That's that look.
Really? What's that? Was that the nut noise?
What's up, Gary?
Hold on. If I have all black guests and they just put their gorilla on the mic and all my guests come in like this, what's up, man? So what's going on?
Like, I like to say something, Gary, about this whole poster situation at Universal. First of all.
Sorry about that.
It's all right, man. Golden gorilla. Golden touch. Are you
Sound like a fast food commercial.
That's a Rolls Royce song. Golden touch.
No. This week at McDonald's, we 3 Big Macs to get a free golden gorilla.
That's right. You heard it right. 3 Big Macs. This is dope. This is art. I love it. It's one of my favorite animals. I went to I was in Africa looking for gorillas. They're not here. They're up in I was in South Africa going, where are the gorillas? They are not here. They're only apes here. No, what kind of
What were you doing there?
I was shooting a movie. I lived there. That's where I met my first wife.
In South Africa?
Yeah.
What movie?
Mr. Bones. It was a big international movie. Mr. Bones.
So Friday wasn't shot there. Friday wasn't shot in South
No, Gary. Friday was shot around the corner from here.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was South Africa.
No, Friday was shot in South Central. Mr. Bones, David Ramsey. I don't know. Do you know David Ramsey?
He used to be on Spark or
Yes.
Good News or something like that. Spark.
Yes, he's on a show called Arrow now. Him and I, they sent to South Africa to shoot this
put
movie.
that down.
Oh, there we go.
That's been up the whole interview.
We probably didn't get anything. We have to do this whole thing over.
They would have told me.
Fucking gorilla fucked it all up. Can you hear the gorilla? Okay. Mikey. Mikey.
Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bones, Leon Schuster, who's a big South Africa star. You never heard. He's like a prankster over there. And David Ramsey and I. This film outperformed everything. It's how I met my wife. I was over there. The women in South Africa are so beautiful because when I landed, I thought, we were like, Africa. I remember when they first told me, because my agent at the time was around the corner, Martin Horowitz. He was like, my favorite agent. He was like, hey, this movie, Mr. Bones, they want you to come out. And I was like, Africa? They got internet? He's like, he would check. Apparently they do. I'm like, where we gonna be staying at? Hotel. What kind of hotel? And then I was like, wow, that's how I can venture. So I went out there and my mind was blown. I was like, wow, it was every lie you've been told about Africa was broken. Have you been to South Africa?
No, but I remember Will Smith talking about it on the interview.
We were out there at the same time. Will Smith was there when I got married.
So it was the time they were shooting Ali?
Yes, and then he went back to do some reshoots or something, and we met at the hotel, the Michelangelo, And he was just proud. It's like, Will was such a cool dude, man. I was like, yeah, I'm getting married. He's like, what? Yeah, it was deep. It was deep. So I lived there for a while, and it was pretty I'm thinking about going back there. I've been back to shoot another movie, which they told me you didn't want to do.
What was it?
Bulletproof 2.
That was the Adam Sandler?
Yeah, we remake it. Kirk Fox said he was funny as a motherfucker.
I must have not gotten that call. So they wanted me for Bulletproof. Can you imagine if I'm doing the podcast? You're like, dude, Gary, they wanted you for Revenant. Like, seriously. I was like, what? For what part? Leo. That part. What? What the fuck happened?
You were in Cincinnati.
Yeah. You were at the Funny Bone.
You're at the Funny Bone. We're not gonna mess that,
dude. Not messing that up.
So, with Kirk Fox, he did it. Well, we had a blast out there the second time, but going out there is like, of course you get it here, but to get it there, there's Faizon Love when you're eating. There's Faizon, hey, there's face in a different voice. It's like people stopping at the beach. Hey, it's Mr. Bones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm like that when white people stop me. I'm like this. Whoa. Whenever I do Des Moines and I'm out to eat at Cracker Barrel, I'm like, what? You know who I am? What's up, man?
Held up was the shit. The way you were dancing, I was like, yeah, go Gary. But Will, is Will not building a movie around you or something like that? Or?
No, not that I know of. But you never know what's going on behind closed doors. That's the thing you gotta. I always say, like, be careful what you say to people or talk about people because you never know when your name's coming up behind closed doors.
Fuck that.
Well, that's me. So sorry.
Like,
Faizon's different. Fuck that.
No, you listen.
But that's all I always say. Like you and Ari Spears.
You put me in there with Ari Spears.
I'm talking about interviews.
You can't put us together.
Yes, I can. I just did.
No. Hold on now, Gary. The fuck
You guys have no filter.
Listen, I say things that people are thinking about, but are afraid to say. Mm-hmm. He says things to the left.
But you don't think that might be just his opinion?
It could, but it's based on what? Like, what was his last? Mine is based on things I've really experienced. Like, I tell you one, I hate bringing it up, but
no, please. We're gonna definitely use this as a cut bait, clickbait
here we
shit.
go.
We're cutting this into a single shot. Get ready, boys.
Mike, you say it. I said something about whenever you say something about New York rapper or something, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here.
People got mad because you talked about New York rappers?
This guy, look, Dave East.
Oh, yeah, I remember you went off on him.
I was like, he's a Crip. I'm like, you can't become a Crip at 25.
What age do you become a Crip?
I mean, it's something you do as an adolescent. Oh. You grow up in the streets you grow up on.
You can't just, like, 25 want to be a Crip.
Hey, you know what? Where'd I sign up to be a Crip?
It's kind of like a Q dog. You can't just become a Q dog. You got to go to college and be a real Q dog.
You have to go through their thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can't be an honorary Q dog.
Yeah, like, if I give you guys any money, can I be a Crip? Or no. It's a neighborhood thing. Mm-hmm. You know?
I was on a flight with him one time, but I didn't even know who I was. And he just walked on the flight and told the flight attendant, no pitches. And I think the flight attendant was like, I don't even know who you are. And I remember I just went like this. Like I'll never forget, I was in 4A. I remember my seat. And I was like, what did he just say? No pitches? Because I remember the flight attendant knew who I was.
Right.
He was like, no pitches. Or I don't know if he said it, the guy in front of him said it, but somebody in his group, no pictures.
No pictures. All right.
Because I remember that's how I found out who he was. I wasn't sure, but somebody says no pictures. I was like, it's got to be somebody somewhere famous.
Maybe it's
It could have been his buddy. I don't know. But,
anybody saying that, it sounds stupid.
Yeah.
You're in this for pictures, fuckhead.
I always say that when celebs, whether they're actors, comedians, rappers, and I go, I just wish I had my privacy back. I'm like this. No, you don't.
You don't.
I want to be stopped everywhere I go. It's all about the approach, though. Don't be obnoxious. Don't touch me. Don't grab me. But
sometimes you have to let that go because they don't know. They're just like, whoa, there's no one around and I can touch Gary. I mean, I can talk shit. A lot of people don't know how to act because there's no school. Hey, I see this guy on television. They think they know you.
Well, I saw an interview with George Clooney, and he said him and Mel Gibson was out to eat one time, and this is when Mel Gibson Braveheart just came out, and George Clooney's on ER. He said the guys would come up to him at a restaurant and grab George Clooney, like, George, and he goes, hey, can you say hi to Mel for me? Can you say Mel? He goes, what the fuck? And Mel goes, I'm in movies. You're on TV. TV, you're in people's homes.
Yes.
So in their mind, you've been in their bedroom, their living room. Movies, you got to go out to go see because there's a different level with TV and movies.
And they think they know you. So you kind of got to excuse them. You're sitting down eating. Man, come on, man. The camera's right here in your face. Can I take a picture? Well, you might as well. Let's go.
Yeah. Or well, how about this? I ain't trying to blow your spot up. You just did. You completely blew me up.
I ain't trying to blow your spot up, my nigga.
I was trying to miso salmon at Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. Just imagine. So they're excited.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to give them a pass on it.
True.
So it's like, and it's not, it's easier to just get up and take the picture, and then they're going about their way, and then whoever's going to come. They'll sit there going, listen here, no pictures. Let me explain why. I'm a Crip. Crips don't take pictures. Okay? Crip make pictures. You tell them why. I take pictures anytime I want. Motherfucker, say that again.
How did the interview become Harambe's interview?
This is Mike.
It's Mike. Sorry about that. You renamed him?
Yes.
You renamed my gorilla.
Yes. It's not your gorilla. To everybody, can I get everybody's attention? What did you hear Gary say? This is who's now. Okay, you're not.
Faizon. I think my guys are scared to talk.
Yeah.
You're a very scary individual, Faizon.
Why? I'm the nicest guy ever.
There were bets if you were going to show up or not.
Really?
I'm just kidding. No.
I was like, yo, Gary, I'm here. Well, I show up early.
You did.
Yeah, I always show up early.
When you text me this morning at 6 a.m., thanks for waking me up, by the way. No problem there. But were you driving from Vegas or flying?
Yeah, my brother was, Manny was like, look, I think LA shut down. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I think it's shut. They can't do anything there. And they, I was like, I live in Vegas. Mm-hmm. I just flew in from Dallas. So I was like, are you sure? I don't want to get down here and be like, womp, womp. So we go down there. And then you were like, I was like, no, Gary.
I didn't show up. Can you imagine? What a dick.
I was like, oh, Gary. But I owed you one. So I was like, I was supposed to be here before.
Yeah. Something happened in your family. We ain't got to get into that.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I said, no, maybe he's just around. So I went around. I know this area, trust me.
This is definitely an area where they took you off the poster. Or couples retreat.
No, I was on the poster.
So let me ask you this. What's your I don't want to say goal, but what do you want to come of
It's got to be changed. There's a barrier in Hollywood with black actors. Mm-hmm. And that's a barrier that needs to be brought down. Call it a Berlin Wall. It's been there for years. That needs to be brought down. There's a myth that black acts don't sell overseas. Mm-hmm. It's really a myth. And I think Kevin had to go through, I forgot what movie they said he couldn't be on the poster. I thought it was because he's too short and they don't only see the top of his head.
Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin Hart.
Probably every movie. It just becomes a hate fest. All of them. I wouldn't have him on any. Why would you have him on a poster? It's not going to sell. That guy's not popular.
Right. But there was I think it was before Jumanji. It was a movie before Jumanji. I don't know.
Was that the one with Bryan Cranston, Nicole Kidman, The Upside?
No.
He would have to be on that one. He's one of the leads.
No. If you like the movie The Tenet, that's out with John Jr. with
Oh, with Denzel's?
he's not on the poster overseas.
Really?
No.
I didn't know that.
I know. That's
I didn't know.
Yeah. If you look at the poster overseas, ask your manager.
That's fucked up. So who's on the poster for the Black Panther? Jamie Kennedy or something?
It's probably this helmet.
Just the helmet.
It's a helmet.
They probably made a light skin.
Hey, that Black Panther looks kind of light.
Coming this September to Germany, light brown panther.
Cougar and golden. Mike the golden.
Why do I got a feeling you're going to be on your Instagram with the gorilla? Bought a new pet
Hey,
today.
guys.
Ballin'.
First of all, okay, this is what I'm doing with the money. Buying golden gorilla.
I just won my lawsuit with Universal, and the first thing I got was a golden gorilla.
This is going to be a award.
So call me naive. I just didn't realize all that stuff was going on.
A lot of people don't because it's swept under the carpet. I was affected by it. Mm-hmm. So a lot of black actors don't, they just want the gig. The publicity stuff is, someone else's. To say, hey, this is one call. We're not going to put you on a poster because we don't think you're strong enough. All right, okay. But to put you on a poster, then to take you off, that's a whole different conversation. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? That's like, why you only took us two off?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. So how can I sue? Like Screen Gems, because I was on the poster for Think Like a Man 2, but I wasn't on the DVD cover.
That was a size issue.
Shit. I can't sue anybody?
Well,
damn it.
Just think about it though.
That was the plan. It wasn't to be in movies.
And did you get all what they call was your
Favorite Nations?
No. Kind of like Favorite Nations, but your likeness and your
it's
to everybody.
Yeah. Except for Kevin. Kevin was separate, but all the other ones were equal. Then they took me.
You got to be star.
Damn it! So I can't. I don't have.
Am I right?
A case. So I don't have. I don't have a case.
Not for the DVD cover.
Damn it!
I don't. Yeah, they took it off the DVD cover in America.
Oh, I'm so sick of working. I just want to sue somebody. Look, I just want to sue.
Try them. I mean, I. The problem with that, I think you didn't have a.
I'm kidding. I could care less about the DVD.
No,
You're
but,
really breaking it down.
You make a good point, though. I have a thing in when you negotiate, billing. Mm-hmm. Like, what was your billing in the movie?
Well, it was kind of like the whole single card on the screen.
What
type
was
deal.
it?
I don't remember the contract.
Yeah,
17th or something like that.
Awesome.
Well, on the call sheet was you like
9. 9.
It's gonna be tough.
Well, we had Kevin Taraji, Gabrielle, Regina, Megan, Michael Healy.
You're out of there.
I was above Terrence. Terrence was 10. Jay.
Did he make?
He made everything.
He made a poster.
Mm-hmm. I'm kidding. I have no idea where I was on the call sheet, dude. How the fuck would I remember that? It was so long ago. If I ain't in the top 3 no more, I ain't in the movie, homie.
That all that stuff matters. I mean, you fight for those things. Mm-hmm. Positioning. I'm so far back in the original poster. I thought I was promoting another movie. Is this part 2?
Retreat. Come on.
This must be for the second one. Chris Spencer said I was on land. I was in the water.
So what's the latest with it? What's going on with it?
People
just
are
litigation?
people are fired up, and it's becoming a movement because a lot of people are like, yeah, why the fuck, yeah.
I didn't know. Like honestly, I just didn't know.
A lot of people don't
doing
know
that
because-
overseas because we're not overseas.
We're not overseas. You're overseas.
I'm not.
Well, there's a big part of the pie overseas. Movies are,
Yeah.
that's a big chunk over there. Like you can tour. Have you toured overseas?
No, I've done military bases. I did a show in England.
That's
But
overseas, Gary.
yeah, this fucking guy.
Were there people there?
Maybe that's why you weren't on the poster. Because you're a smart ass.
First of all, Gary.
You didn't even know the person
Hold
was
on, motherfucker. You got all kind of jokes.
Hold on. You didn't even know the person you smart out to was in graphics and was doing the poster. Faizon, not now, motherfucker. I'm busy. They went like this.
No pictures.
Look.
No pictures.
Yeah.
All right, no pictures. Motherfucking graphic want pictures. Look, you eat your food while I eat. Me and Mike was having lunch. You eat your pictures. Motherfucker want pictures. Take pictures of us. No. That's what spoils it because we had such a good time in Bora Bora and
Oh, you guys shot in Bora Bora? Fuck. That's a great place.
you didn't know where we thought we shot? We shot in Bora Bora.
I thought you just shot on the Burbank lot.
No, we shot a little bit in here, a little bit here, but most of it was shot in Bora Bora. Yeah.
I don't think I've done a film. Well, Think Like a Man. Most of the films, like,
Oh, you worked with Will Packer.
well, not the last one. The last one, we shot in Winnipeg, but the movie's supposed to take place in Phoenix.
Winnipeg in Canada.
Yeah, we shot up there.
Yeah, I shot Elf in Canada.
What part of Canada?
Not part was Whistler and what's the Vancouver?
Yeah, that's where
No,
we
not
shot Little Man.
Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver. I'm tripping. Vancouver.
That's where we shot Little Man.
Oh, we had to pay taxes and get in. That tripped me out. You had to pay to get into Canada back then. Mm-hmm. You had to pay to get in there. You come in here to work, or you got to pay us up front.
I heard that's why a lot of guys don't want to play for the Raptors because they pay so much in taxes playing in Canada compared to the States.
Yeah, but
harder to
they
re-sign
get
people.
free health care.
Well, you kind of get it free anyways if you're in the NBA because the NBA is going to take care of you.
Really?
I would think if you get hurt, they're going to fix you.
Not if you get a cold, Gary. Okay, Gary.
They're still going to take care of you if you get a cold.
Not if you're out of the NBA, Gary.
Yeah, but I'm talking about where you're in.
Yeah, when you're in, everybody takes care of you. But the minute your toe or you get sick and you can't play anymore,
You move back to the States.
you can't. You're a Canadian.
Oh, what the fuck?
First of all, no,
Go through
I
that
have-
fucking gorilla.
I have
First
no
of all.
idea. No, I like Canada.
I do too.
I like Canada a lot.
I don't know if I want to live there, but I do
I
like.
would want. I sometimes like I'm picking a place to move. Like I lived in Costa Rica. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I've been in Costa Rica for some time, and
So I know you're serious when you talk, when you lean back though. You're like, I don't know. Costa Rica?
Costa Rica. Yeah, Costa Rica was amazing. But you miss little things. Like even not being in Los Angeles, you miss the ocean. You miss coming down Santa Monica, hanging out. You miss tacos. I miss tacos. I swear.
No, you?
What?
You miss tacos?
Give me the octopus.
God damn it. He's taking all the fucking animals.
Now,
Take your whole fucking farm.
I can
Who's this? What's the octopus's name?
This looks weird. This looks weird. Get the hell that damn thing out of here.
You don't know this motherfucker. I'm gonna wrap all these pussies around.
That looks weird. It looks like a nut up front, up top, then the rest. Is that what an octopus really looks like?
That's not what the nose looks like.
That's ugly as fuck.
an octopus.
Did you see that?
Okay, let me ask you.
Anything.
Is there anybody you haven't worked with that you want to work with? Because you've worked with a lot of big names.
It was Robert De Niro, and then a friend of mine called me and says, "Hey man, we're doing this film called War with Grandpa, and Robert De Niro's in it." I was like, "Really?" I said, "I'll do it only if I can be in a scene with Robert De Niro by myself, and only if I'm not on the poster."
It's just easier.
It's just easier. There is a person. I haven't worked with Eddie. I don't think that's going to ever happen. You work with Eddie Murphy.
The Daddy Daycare.
Yeah. See?
Karen Broccoli.
See?
Boom.
How'd you like that? It was great, right?
I carried him.
I know that.
He was struggling. I was like, try to keep up, Eddie.
Only listen.
I'm about to sing this song. But I'll tell you a funny story about the movie is that's the only audition that was like a cattle call audition that I got in the room because I was 3:00 all weekend. I had been studying these lines for this Eddie Griffin movie called Baby Mama.
I remember that.
Right? And they called me like at 9 a.m. and they was like, yo, like 10 a.m. Go be at the Fox side. I got this audition for Eddie Murphy movie. And I go, no, it's Eddie Griffin. It's at 3:00. They go, no, this is at 10 a.m. It's Eddie Murphy. I go, no. 3:00, Eddie Griffin. Literally the guy goes, fuck Eddie Griffin. This is Eddie Murphy. Okay. So I get down there and the scene's so small because I don't have a script.
Yeah.
I was like, what is the scene? They said, you get it when you get there. That octopus is all over my fucking hands.
Octopussy.
Octopus is
They just sprayed
homosexual. But
Not with me.
so I went down there and the only line was, hey, boys and girls, we got a brand new cereal, Veggios. That was the audition, right? They were auditioning the kids, right? So I grabbed one of the kids. I said, his mom was there. I said, can I borrow your son real quick? So I sat him down in front of me and I started dancing around the kid, started singing a Veggios song, and then I saw I'll be dressed in a carrot outfit. That's when I made up that BROCCOLI. I made it up in there. When we went to shoot, I'm trying to stick to the script. I'm a little nervous. Eddie's there and everything. Right. I start just doing the lines, and the director goes, cut, where's the song? And I go, what? They go, I didn't know if you wanted the song. He goes, I didn't know if you wanted it. He goes, that's how you got the part. Where's the song? I go, oh, shit. So I'm sitting there thinking, Eddie's there. I don't want to be like, is this dude ad-libbing right off the bat?
Is this, man?
Right? He goes, hey, where's the song? What? That's how you got the part. Oh, okay, sorry.
Listen, yeah, those real moments are the ones that take you over.
So you haven't worked with Eddie Murphy?
No.
What? You work with Jamie?
Did we work with Jamie? No, we've been knowing each other so long. No.
Dang, I could have swore you've been in a movie with Jamie Foxx. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Players Club. Duh.
Oh my God, how did I forget that?
Players Club.
Will Smith?
No. You know Jeffrey Wright?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I would like to work with him.
He's one of the best actors out there.
Oh my God. It was talking about playing. If anybody can play Richard Pryor, that'd be him to me.
Really?
Oh my God. He would kill it. He would bring out the depth of Richard Pryor, like Richard Pryor's essence.
I really want that part.
Richard.
Yeah. I had Marlon on last week, and I go, I know, not the whole. Where he got burnt. I just want to be in the bandages, just so I can say it was in the movie.
I remember when Marlon was doing his stand-up, getting ready for it, and they're funny, but I was like, I don't think it's about the funny Richard Pryor. I think it's about the life of Richard Pryor, of the side you don't see, and I think Jeffrey Wright can bring that out, because he's such a phenomenon.
Who played you? The Faizon Love story.
I actually said this. The guy that John Boyega, was kicked off the Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's who you want to play you?
I think he could. as a kid. He looked like some people in my family. That's why I was so affected. Like, damn, this guy could be my son. So if there was a Faizon Love story.
Because it's kind of an interesting story if you think about it. You started doing stand-up at 14. You're working the door at the Comedy Store.
That's the nice shit. It's so much shit in between there.
What's your first acting gig?
Movie called Street War. Yeah.
I'm like this.
I know. It's a guy named, my first audition, Guy Killam, who was in this movie Spike Lee did called School Days.
And the School Days.
So Guy Killam was it was a gang movie. And I was like, you know Tommy Chun?
Yeah. Talking about a blast from the past. Holy shit.
Tommy Chun had the audition. He was going over the lines. And he was like, yeah, suck a motherfucker up. Some shit. I was like, why are you saying it like that? It says, back then, it didn't say motherfucker. It said mofo. Yo, mofo. He kept saying mofo. Mofo. I was like, do not go in there saying mofo. He said, this says it right here, mofo. I was like, don't take your motherfucking ass in there and say mofo. Please don't do that. It's just Faizon. If you think you go in there. I said, I'll go in there, motherfucker. So I went in there and I just paraphrased shit and I got it.
Hold on. You went into an audition that you weren't supposed to be at?
Yeah.
And how old were you?
I was 19.
How old were you when Friday came out?
I was 24.
How'd you get that part?
My agent at the time was Nancy Chides. She's like, Faison. She's from Nashville. She was a little lady from I loved her, man. She was Faison, they want you to they go in there and do a movie Friday. And I was like, so Friday you want me to go in there? No, the movie's called Friday. So you go there Friday? No, Faison. Friday, they want you to go in there. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then, I went in there, and I used to hate the audition. I was like, what the fuck? We're in this room practicing. So I would walk in as the character.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in as Big Worm.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, like, what the fuck y'all talking about this bullshit? I was interviewing them and talking shit and rolling a joint, and they was like, So I got the part, like, right away.
Was Cube in the room?
I don't think Q was in the room. I think it was Gary, Kim. Cube could have been there. I doubt it, though. But as soon as I left there, we had pagers back then. He remember the page. Hey, call it. Told me I got it. Chris Tucker was like, man, they want me going for that movie, man. Friday, man. I don't think I'm going to go. So, let's go in there. So he goes in there and he half-heartedly does the shit. They pass. For some reason, he got another read. I don't know if it was Pooh, because Chris was hot at that time, but he was so frustrated because D.L. Hughley and Dave Chappelle was getting everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, fuck, all they gonna do is hire Dave Chappelle. But he wasn't even on their radar at the time. Or D.L. Hughley, from what I understand. So we went over all that shit. I said, listen, man, you gotta go in there like this. We would do this with everything. Go in there, Angela Means and I sat down with this motherfucker. Angela would cook for us. Angela, you know Angela Means?
Yeah, she's like a vegan cook. Now she's got like a vegan restaurant now.
Yes, jackfruit.
Jackfruit, yeah.
But she would, we go over to Angela's house to eat. So Angela's like, I'm gonna come over here, y'all. And we're gonna go over the script. So we went over there, and by the time we got done, pot of spaghetti, Chris was fucking smoky. Like all this shit. He was like, oh, I'm gonna kill it. And he was excited about it.
Yeah.
So he went in there and he got it. So, yeah, we would drive to the set, smoking weed. They would give him this fake weed. He was like, we got real weed.
We got real weed.
Yeah.
But that's a character that's always gonna be there. Some people don't even know Faizon, but they know Big Worm.
Yeah. trust me. I told this earlier today. I was in South Africa shooting that movie, and we're in the bush. It's like 114,000 degrees. We just got through doing a take. And
What girl was that?
What?
Oh, you said you were in the bush. Wow, that's
is-
hot.
That is what they call, the outer areas. The
Yeah.
bush. We're filming, and they're setting up for the next tape or something. And I see this guy just from afar walking, and he has like a satchel over his arm and a stick and some old plaid pants or whatever with no shoes on. I'm like, damn, he's walking like that? What the fuck? He's getting closer and closer to the village, but he's he's respecting the... I was like, no, tell him to come here. We give him some water. I was like, give him some cold water. So he got close. I gave him some water. I said, you okay? He goes, big one.
Big one.
Did this motherfucker just call me big worm? Big worm. I was like, oh shit. And I thought this is like, why you? He said they have the some tent or something. They play the movies. It costs $2,000. It was amazing. So yeah, it's either that Blue Crush. It depends on where you are.
Friday was the movie that I didn't see when it came in theaters, but again, living in San Diego and my flag football team was all black and Filipino dudes. But Friday night, we go over like a guy named Nick's apartment, and he had a VCR, and then we'd be throwing a movie. It was Friday. It was the last one we watched before we hit the nightclubs.
That's hilarious.
It was Friday because you're just laughing and you're quoting the lines all the way to the club that night.
That's hilarious.
You know?
Well, when we saw that movie, we thought it sucked. Like, we were all watching it because Gary. I don't want you gonna get mad. Felix Gary Gray would fire me and Chris every day. He would fire. You guys are fired.
Why? Because you were high?
We was talking shit. You're fired. We go sit in the truck. We go sit in the van. And Ice Cube, we were there like three kids. Like, what happened? Gary fired you.
So you and Chris are in the trailer, and Ice Cube comes in. Hey, what happened? Gary fire you again?
Yeah. He was just firing. What? You're fired! Like, you can't. You have to finish the movie.
We're on day 30. You're gonna start over again, Gary.
So we would just talking shit, but Gary, he became one of our best friends. Like dirt bike riding and all.
You still bring it up? Hey, remember you tried to fire us every day?
We always fuck. His first name is Felix. That's the first thing.
F. Gary Gray. I never knew.
Felix. We shouldn't have never told us that. Felix, where we starting
I'm gonna name my octopus Felix. My octopus now is Felix. Felix. And I'm gonna give it, if F. Gary Gray ever comes on my podcast, I'm gonna give him, I made this for you.
Felix.
And then I'm gonna take him back and be like, you're fired!
Yes.
Get off my podcast!
He was firing him. Gary is too funny. But we had a blast on that show. But we didn't ever.
Everybody was just so young, and I heard nobody was making any money really off of it. And shit.
No, I mean, you're making rent and some groceries. Like,
Mm-hmm. How was craft service?
Good.
Was?
Yeah, black movie always gonna have good. Mama EJ back then.
Yeah.
She always gonna have to. You gonna eat good. People used to come to the set just to eat. Like, when's lunch?
Yo, when I first started doing movies, even though I wasn't broke, but I still wasn't doing that great, I used to go to set every day, days off. Because I was like this, I'm gonna eat. When's call time? Breakfast? Oh. And then I'd go back to my hotel, because usually I don't know anybody in these cities. I'd come back for lunch. And I'd get like to-go plates, because the food on set was better than what I was gonna find out at a restaurant.
Listen,
they'd be looking at me.
You tell what kind of budget you're on because of the food on set. It's like, oh, lobster today.
Oh, you didn't have no lobster on Friday.
Oh no.
You had crab cakes, maybe fish
No,
sticks.
no, we had tacos, chicken. We had I'm saying the other movies. It was, you'd be like, oh shit. I forgot what movie it was. The In-N-Out burger truck came on. I didn't even know In-N-Out had a burger at a truck. They showed up. I'm like, no, just order. Gary, it happened one day. You looking at me like, really, motherfucker?
What do you mean? We had Mastro's truck pull up. Did you know the steakhouse has a truck?
They don't.
They do.
They don't.
They do.
Gary, they don't. There's no
You haven't worked with Eddie Murphy, you don't know. I'm sorry to tell you, but they do.
That might be real. Bring the Mastro's truck, please.
Bring the Mastro's truck. All right, man. Well, look, I don't want to keep you too much longer. I hope everything works out with the poster, man.
Listen, it's already the fact that we're talking about it and there's dialogue, and now you understand. First, you were like, "Hey."
I didn't understand it first. That's why I'm glad you came on to explain it to me. But I think, on Twitter you said something that made a lot of sense to me because I think somebody brought up, why are you bringing this up now? It's 10 years later. And you said, well, why did nobody bring that up when Kevin didn't get the Oscars job when they tried to bring up a tweet from 10 years ago? But you're silent, but now you want to say something about the poster.
Yeah.
So I was like,
and they're still doing it. So, like, if we can go 10 years back for Kevin's tweet, and they're still doing it. Kevin's not still doing that tweet. They're still promoting the film like that.
Yeah. Well, I guess I just didn't realize when you said, you've been dealing with this for 10 years. This isn't just like some opportunistic moment. You've had discussions with people in the cast and everything.
Yeah. Callie, who, like, because it's all coming up now, she was like, I thought I'd be able to handle it, but she was like, I was crying the other day because she took it. That was her first film. Mm-hmm. And she thought they were taking me off, her off because she was connected to me. Mm-hmm. And like if I was by myself, they would just left me there. They were like, so she thought it was her. I was like, no.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I was like, no, that's some bullshit. They doing some bullshit. That's some racist bullshit.
Wow.
I can say
really
that
got into
like
that. Sorry about that. Meant that one.
Everybody's like, he's like,
all right.
he finally said it, huh?
This is the Faizon I was waiting for, the
He's
angry
like,
Faizon. I'm going to put the helmet on. This shit don't work. It doesn't work.
Why is that there?
Huh?
It just
No,
prop.
it's a whole... I've had it for years.
Really?
It came out. It really works. Look.
That's how they really. Yeah.
Hold on.
I don't.
It's a lot easier in the movies.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Shit, I got on backwards.
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
Hold on, Faizon.
I see it now.
See it?
That's actually a good fit. I mean, where'd you get that from?
I played them. Got it from set.
Okay, we need a guy to walk by the camera. So you made the poster.
Yeah. No, I did. I was the Black Panther.
Were you in Black Panther?
Huh?
Oh.
This is like it's like Clayton Bigsby from the Chappelle Show. What the fuck? You know what's funny? I would put this on, and my fucking dog would lose it. I got videos of me putting the helmet on, and then she'll see me putting it on, and as soon as it's all put together, the dog is like this. And freaks the fuck out.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a schnoodle.
My schnoodle.
I wouldn't look if I had a pit bull. I wouldn't be scared of some motherfucker on a tricycle in Antioch. But you got a schnoodle?
My schnoodle. Did you see that guy on the tricycle?
There was the guy today. Faizon. He scared me.
He scared me. I was like, what the hell is going on? The schnoodle was like,
Why did you make a cat noise for a schnoodle? It's
I
still
don't-
bark.
I don't even know what a fucking schnoodle was. They
Poodle and a schnauzer.
They
It's
don't,
mixed.
They don't
It's like
have a
Tiger
real
Woods.
bark.
It's mixed. What is tiger?
He's black.
Mixed. He's mixed.
I know you have mixed kids, Gary, but they're considered
Black.
what? Yes.
Yeah.
How does that go at home? Like it's like
What do you mean?
your family. Do they go like, hey, here's my. These are my children. Fuck y'all. That's what you like. 'Cause I had my first daughter, so I don't
Like
I
this.
don't-
My son's dick is going to be bigger than yours. That's what I say to all the white guys in my family. How's your average cock kids? Because my son's slanging dick. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Come in here, buddy. Let's show them your fucking dick. Show them. Show them what your mama gave you.
All right. We got to go. We're going down a dark road.
It was dark.
Yeah.
It was dark.
All right, man.
It was funny, though.
Well, I do appreciate you coming on. Hope everything works out. And you're welcome. You got the golden Mike?
I'm
Is that his
taking.
name?
I don't want people tackling me and saying Faizon stole our golden gorilla. Gary.
He can have the gorilla, guys. He's safe.
Good night.
See you guys next week.